Hello, 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 kings and queens. Welcome to Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. How is everyone doing during this time of Mercury retrograde? We have a few more weeks until it's kind of concluding, but in the meantime, in between time, we must continue to vibe high, to stay in the highest vibrations as best as we can. However it is for you that you get to that place of a higher consciousness, as you get to that place of groundedness, as you get to that place of harmony and balance within, alignment within, health, wellness, peace, prosperity, windfall, all of those things and other things that are of the heavenly attributes that the divine gives us. We want to stay in that place. Um, been having a lot of conversations here and there, trying to get I guess a handle or a perspective, I should say. Trying to get perspective outside of, not outside of ourselves, but in the same token, a lot of perceptions to be taken into consideration. One thing that came to me today, and we all know this, but it just bears me saying right now, is be careful of complicating the simple things and making the simple things complex. Makes sense? Be careful of complicating things and making the simple things more complex. What are you talking about? The things that we probably should see with our spiritual eye, our spiritual sight, everything we probably should see, feel, more or less feeling than seeing, using our intuition, tapping into our spirit guides, our ancestors, the divine, and having a working relationship, a fluid relationship, so that we can be operational in this tangible world. I think more and more around this time, especially, things are just kind of coming out. Those that are trying to move into a higher state of consciousness, they are, because they feel like there is kind of like a spiritual earthquake, so to speak. And then those that are being led by the news or the campaign of the world is what I call it. The campaign of the world is what gets the most attention, what vibes for your attention, but is not really important when you look at it, or for your attention, but is not beneficial for your soul journey. That vibes for your attention to persuade you to do things outside of your personal will and what resonates with you. We have to be very, very, very more eye-opening now than ever before. I'm going to stop here and say, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. For those of you that are tuning in for the very first time, my name is Tamika, and thank you for coming to the channel. And I pray that you stay, and I pray that you actually also go ahead and leave some comments in the comment box. For those of you that are current subscribers, thank you so much for stopping by and supporting your girl. I appreciate it. Kings and queens, thank you so much. I'm telling you that it's time for us to get off that. I talked about this in a couple of videos. Time for us to get off that spiritual milk and start getting to some spiritual meat. Because so many things, like I said, are even more in our face than ever before. And if you are just trying to turn a blind eye and turn a deaf ear, we're going to be in trouble. I've seen so many memes here in the last couple weeks about not a rapture, about the mark of the beast and things like that. But then we go out and do things contrary to what we're feeling and knowing the government is doing around us. Things that are going on in the atmosphere, just the energy of everything. Everybody is really, really in tune. I'm telling you, I've seen some really good YouTubers, what we say, the influencers of this platform really coming out and speaking up. And those that are connected, for the most part, we are saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing because we are really aware, and everyone has their sphere of influence. Everybody does. So it bears to repeat so that we can shed light on what is really going on underneath the surface, the iceberg that's forming that we can't see. And we just keep moseying along, moseying along. So we have to be watchful, not necessarily with these eyes, but with this eye. And we have to be feeling what is right, what is challenging, what is wrong, and not be afraid. This is a time when you got to stand up for what you believe. You have to stand up for what you want, what you desire for yourself. It's crazy. It's people being discriminated against or fired. Their livelihood is in jeopardy because they are making a choice not to put things in their body, on their body, that is not resonating with them. It's serious. It's getting serious. It's getting real serious to the point where you are even more ostracized, as if you wasn't ostracized enough for thinking outside of the box. You're getting more, even more ostracized now. They damn near breaking HIPAA, trying to find out if you've got something that you probably don't really need. Read between the lines. Whatever. If whoever is deciding to do what they do, just make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. Make sure we're not operating out of fear. I think the rubber's really meeting the road here in this next century. Yeah, the rubber is really meeting the freaking road. All right, let's go ahead. Please feel free to comment in the comment box. I will read them. It would be great for us to dialogue. Understanding that everyone has different opinions and different perceptions. No one person is the same, so it's good to just get all perspectives so we can have a healthy dialogue, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I pray that you all are well. I know that you're well. Wherever you are right now, you are okay where you are. No, even if you feel not so good about where you are right now, it's for a reason, it's for a purpose, and this too shall pass. Nature is the first card that's come out. Pause. Thank you, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors for this message for the collective. Thank you for the encouragement that will come through these messages. Thank you for divine guidance, inspiration. Thank you for health, wellness, windfall, abundance in all forms. Thank you for our family, our friends, our co-workers. Thank you for our dwelling. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all things. Ashe. Nature. Nature, nature, nature. I'm going to tell you something. We took my nephews and my niece to the zoo on Monday, this past Monday. And I enjoyed the zoo. I probably enjoy it now than I ever have before. And I enjoy things that are authentic. Of course, we all should. But my point is, I really enjoy the animals because the animals will never change. The animals will never change. Their instincts will never change. They never change. They never change. They have their own unique intelligence and they will never change. Speaking about nature, it just made me think about just, animals being in their natural habitat, of course, but it is a way for us to learn what exists as far as in the animal kingdom. But I just enjoy learning more about the different animals and learning about their attributes, but learning about their survival, learning about how they thrive and what environments they thrive. And I was trying to encourage my nephews and my niece. Well, my niece and one of my nephews is young. I was trying to encourage them or share with them just those components because it's important. Because it's important to us how we thrive, the environments that we're in, what we're influenced by. We don't hunt, but what we eat, things like that. I was just trying to give them a perspective, and then thinking about the animals, it just made me come to that point all the more and be that much more interested. Sidebar. But nature, definitely, definitely, definitely. I think there's so much going on right now in the atmosphere, especially in bigger cities. I think there's just so much more killing going on. I mean, there's always been murders and things, but it's just like it's getting wild, like even wilder. It's crazy. But speaking of nature, going out into nature, can't shit happen out there. But so much can go out there, and it gives you a serene place to be, to collect your thoughts or whatever the case may be. So nature is definitely our friends right now, kings and queens. Going out into nature, getting in touch with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, seeing the beautiful flowers, the beautiful birds, okay? Body care. I feel like our bodies have really been taking a hit because of all these different energies that our body feels like sometimes it can't contain the energy. It feels that way, excuse me. My mouth is dry. I feel like it can't contain the energy. But we have to be more cognizant, seriously, about our body care. Because what we put in our body does affect our mind, body, soul, and spirit, of course. Thank you. Let's get one more. So drinking more water, eating more fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, even fasting, intermittent fasting. Some of us are being called to go on like some type of fast where we kind of abstain from those things that we're used to having at will, and giving it up so that we can gain the discipline, first of all, and in a greater perspective on some things that the divine is trying to show us. Dreams. A lot of us probably are having some very vivid dreams right now. I encourage you to write down your dreams if you're able to remember them when you wake up. They're very significant, especially in this time, especially with all the energies kind of circulating. So just pay attention to your dreams, okay? We're going to pick a power animal card. Thank you. The kangaroo, gratitude. Gratitude. Be grateful for all you are blessed with. Ashe. Ashe. Be grateful for all that we're blessed with. I think this is very important, especially when it comes to attitude, because some things that we feel like is not going our way, and this is just our human nature, our ego side of everything. But just bringing everything back to gratitude, going out in nature, giving thanks for everything that's surrounding us, everything that we do have, not focusing so much on what we don't have, but focusing a lot on what we do have and being grateful so that the universe can continue to bring us more of the things that we actually want. Okay? Alrighty. So I pray you all are doing good. Please holler at me. Holler at me. If you desire a personal reading, please see the information in the description box. I hear take back your power. I hear maintain your power, take back your power. And just continue to create those boundaries so that you can thrive. Don't let people spiritually bully you, is what I feel to say. Is what I'm feeling. Yeah. Creating those boundaries. Self-mastery has been a really, really pivotal thing going on in my spirit here lately. Self-mastery. Being able to align self. Hold on, I'm on the phone. On there. 4 materials is here, and also the Queen of Emotions. 4 materials, which is the 4 of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Emotions, or the Queen of Cups, is crossing. I'm going to shuffle and then we'll talk about, just so we can get a greater picture, and also to conserve the time. I don't want to go too far today. I do like for people to watch these videos, but I understand that not everyone has time to sit and watch a 30-minute video. The Ace of Voices, or the Ace of Swords, is at the subconscious. The Ace of Materials and the Knight of Voices, or the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, is in the recent past. The Two of Voices in the Chariot, or the Two of Swords in the Chariot, is in the conscious position. All right. The Knight of Emotions and the Muse of Inspirations is in the recent future. The Influence, the Two of Wands. Action and Truth. Action and truth. Make your actions align with your truth. That's what I hear. Uh-oh. Make your actions align with your truth. Nine of Emotions or Nine of Cups in the environment. Shit. Excuse me. Too many cards. I hear overcoming, confidence, stop being torn, undecisive, make a decision. Thank you. Okay. So we had the Nine of Inspiration or the Nine of Wands. And then the Lover's card is in the outcome position. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel. The Wheel. Cycles. Bringing it full circle. Tying up loose ends, excuse me. So at the center of the reading, we have Four of Materials here, or the Four of Pentacles. It talks a lot about having everything that you need, even if you think you don't. It kind of like cautions us not to feel like we have to control every situation, and maybe even control the feelings or the emotions of others. The Queen of Emotions is crossing that, and so that's why I say that. It's more about mastering your own emotions right now and not so much worried about not saying you're not worried about how someone else feels, but it's situational is what I feel. I feel like it's all situational. I feel like it has a lot to do with maybe what even others feel about you, that you can't control that. There might be someone of a mature feminine energy that may be trying to override you in some kind of way, or spiritually bully you in some kind of way. It's funny. The Ace of Voices at the subconscious. So what this is saying is that there is a level up in the clarity, in the wisdom, to know the difference. Okay, to know your truth, the beginning of your truth for yourself, and it's grand. I also feel like in order for you to see things for what they really are, it's kind of like you have to take a step back as well, so that you can make decisions, so that you can see things objectively instead of being in the midst of it. Okay. And this is about you too. I feel like Spirit is saying that in order for you to see what's really going on with certain people, certain things, where you're going, you really have to take a step back and look at things from an eagle view and not a pigeon view, and getting more enlightenment because of it. Some of you might be traveling abroad to actually go on some type of spiritual journey when it comes to seeking some type of new knowledge or truth. Some of you may be flying to another country. It may be even Egypt or China, I feel. I don't know, but whatever it is, wherever you're led to go, when you get there, you're going to feel different about being in that place than ever before. You're going to see things and feel things that you've never felt before. It may be a sense of peace, a sense of calmness, or like I said, you're there to gain new knowledge about something or someone, or maybe even yourself. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Voices and the Ace of Materials here. So it's like something new is on the horizon when it comes to resources or value. Um, but you may have to, but it's like a hasteful thing. It may be something that's very forward moving for you. I feel like this is good though. Honestly, I feel like it's like a spark of some type of, like I said, the knowledge is going back to that. It's a spark. It's a spark of soaring high. I didn't even realize. It's a spark of soaring high. You see how this appears to be a sky, but the sun is coming from the back of it. I would probably even say that maybe this flying horse, unicorn, whatever this figure is with wings, it's time to soar high so that you can get it. And once you do that, you're gonna jump the line, is what I hear. Oh, you're gonna jump the line. What does that mean? I know what it means to jump the line. You know how in school when you have you get a certain privilege or pass or something, and you get a chance to get in front of the line. I feel that energy. And when you jump the line, once you come into this new knowledge, then it's like you're going to jump the line and everything concerning your resources is going to flourish for you. Oh, this has already actually happened. This has already actually happened. Then you got the Chariot here with the Two of Voices. So I feel like there might be some type of tug of war though that happens. Um, and you may be afraid to make certain decisions because you don't feel confident in moving forward in those decisions. But Spirit is saying that you will have dreams. Thank you. It brought my attention back to this card. You will have dreams, and you may even have a dream about exactly how it's going to happen. You very well might. You might feel some aspects of your dream that when you get to that place, whatever that place is, it could be near or far. It could be down the street. It could be you. It could be whatever. You going on vacation to a new spot and you getting some type of feeling of resignation about this is where I'm supposed to be at the right time. This is who I'm supposed to meet. But the caution is don't get stuck in this limbo. Don't get stuck in this limbo. For some of you, you are scared to make a decision, and making no decision is a decision in and of itself. But I also feel like the divine is opening doorways for you. Is opening doorways for you. And all you got to do is walk towards it and be confident and bold in doing so. You're an overcomer. You are victorious. Victorious. You're perfect in your imperfections. Even if you think you don't have all of the tools, you do. We really do. We really, really have all that we need inside of us. And it's taking our spirit guides and angels to show us how to use our tools more effectively. And we're actually doing it better. Okay. So in the near future, we have the Muse of Inspiration and the Knight of Emotions. I feel like Spirit is just like make haste to do the things that you've always wanted to do, that inspire you, that give you this high of life. Make haste to that. And that comes on the heel of your confidence. It's like Spirit using the Muse. This is like additional cards in this particular deck. And for this suit, it's like, it's funny because it's like you're going to have to like look back. No, don't look back. Don't look back. Keep moving forward and play in the water. Play in the water. Keep moving forward. You might tread on some things, but just keep moving forward. I feel like saying that with this night of emotions that there is some type of hidden treasure that's going to come about. What's funny is, I think I brought this up before. Something is about to poke out or peek out in a good way, and it's going to come swiftly towards you. You may not know what it is exactly, but it is going to come towards you. It's something about these fish in the background of this horse figure. It's like the things that are supposed to be below you. How should I say? I don't know. It's like you're going into the deep of things and you're going there swiftly, provided you don't get stuck and you allow your confidence and what you do know and what you mostly feel and what you know to be true for you and what you feel is going to come out of that. The two of inspiration is here. So for as much as you may be pulled with this two of voices, as much as you may be pulled and may be scared, it's also like on the flip side of that, going forward, we're looking for new horizons. All of us get cold feet in something. But the desire and the motivation, get down, Diamond. The desire and the motivation is to kind of keep looking forward to the next thing. Keep looking forward to the next thing. All right. Look as far forward as you can, not too far, but as far forward as you can. In the environment, we have the Nine of Cups. This is like the wish fulfillment card. This is like, I have everything I want. I'm fulfilled. I feel happy. Everything is balanced. This is the environment that we're in if we choose to be. If we do what? Practice the gratitude. This is what we have when we practice gratitude, because even though everything might not be going the way we want it exactly, we are settled in the fact of knowing that I'm just going to sit here and wait for the next thing to come because I need to be content. It's not that you're setting for less, but you're content. Okay. Then you had the Nine of Inspirations in the hopes and fears position, right? Influencing with this Knight of Emotions. I feel like this is a breakthrough moment right here. This is truly the breakthrough. And then coming out looking so regal. You have come over the bridge. You built the bridge and you got over it. And now look at you. Standing there graceful. Having come between two opposing forces. And now here you are. The Lover's card is at the outcome of the reading. The Lover's card to me right now, it's not so much about a romantic relationship as much as I feel about the relationship with self. Again, we talked about dreams. We talked about gratitude. We talked about body care. All of these things have to do with self-reflection, self-management, paying attention to your intuition, having confidence, moving forward, challenging yourself, overcoming obstacles. Like I said, this four materials, all we can control is our damn self. All we can control is ourselves and not letting anyone try to do that. With this Wheel of Fortune, I really feel like it's time. It's time. Everything is coming full circle. I think whatever we were supposed to experience or whatever we're experiencing in this cycle is needful for our growth. I really do. Looking at this thing in all four, look, we're in four different directions. We've had all of the cycles right there. Some of us have been up, we've been down, we've been twisted, we've been turned. But it's all for the greatest good. And this is coming to completion. And that's good because If we're not going into something, we're coming out of something. We're not coming out of something, we're going into something. So you got to just decide again with this two of inspiration, what's next? What's next? Whatever else is it for me to learn? Whatever else is it for me to notice? Whatever else is it for me to move upon? Whatever else is there. And draw 3 more cards. And then we're going to end this reading. I didn't mean for it to go this long. I just want to start taking my time with the readings because I feel like I'm getting so many things from the things that Spirit is saying. And I'm just trying to convey them the best way I can into words. Self-mastery. 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 Awakening. I actually want to read this card. Oops. It says, look at things from different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. This is actually the Fool card. No, that is not. Excuse me. This is actually the Hangman. When we talk about awakening and looking at things from different perspectives, because it's very true to do that. Like I said before, we got to look at things from all 4 sides because we've been on all 4 sides. And now it's time to bring it all together and make the best decision in confidence. All right. What else do you have for us, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. The 7 of Earth and the Ace of Earth. So the Ace of Earth is abundance, promising business venture, important documents and contracts. So if you have anything that you are trying to seal the deal on, so to speak, it's going to work in our favor. Same thing with the 7 of Earth. It's talking about seeds being planted, reaping what you sow, reaping the harvest. It's unnecessary worry. So that's that. We're going to draw one more card. I was going to look at something. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Excuse me. I wanted to do a work your light card. Work your light. And then we're going to be done. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe this video. Please do not forget to also, I welcome your comments. Please begin to comment in the comment box so that we can start a dialogue. Let me know what some of you are experiencing right now. Tell me how the reading is resonating with you. Tell me what I can do better to improve the channel. I'm open for your suggestions. Okay. I'm telling you guys, like now more than ever before, don't let anyone dim your light. Don't let anyone challenge you in what you feel works for you. You have evidence of what works for you. Have confidence. At the end of the day, the only person you can control is you. It's time out. We're not in damn prison, not letting people ruin our minds. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Let's read this. I like the illustration of these cards too. Okay, to me, without even reading it, when it says cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Because we do take everything ever so personal. When things don't go our way, we like, shit, what did I do wrong? Why don't I deserve this? What is it? What step did I miss? What did I did or didn't do? Who did not talk to or who should I have talked to? But let's read about it. It says the challenge of life is keeping your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. One day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. The work your light, everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Oh, that was beautiful. It was beautiful because it just tells you again, like you're not, count it all joy. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Don't be the victim. Be the victorious. I mean the victor. Don't be the victim. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. That place that you're about to go to, that's really you're gonna feel more enlightenment. Some of you may even feel like you need to move out of the country, and when you get there to the other side, you're gonna be like home at last. It's time. It's time. I hope you all have enjoyed the reading and that it's resonated with you in some way. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Leave comments in the comment box. If you desire a personal reading, my information is down below. Until we see each other again, ashe, ashe, ashe.